year of our entire lives. I can't even believe that this stuff is real anymore. I don't know anything different than all you guys know, so there's nothing I can say about this. You know, just chalk up another year, horrible, horrifying story of 2020. You can't even believe that it's real. I can't even believe that this is even close to real. I mean, this is beyond gut-wrenching, gut-pounding. You know, I have no idea what to say about this right now. I just know that everybody told me that I gotta, like, do you understand what's going on? And I couldn't even, I spent the last 45 minutes looking around for more information just because I'm like, no. This is crazy. Now, I don't know we don't know I don't even know what kind of lung issue this was or what happened with his lungs. I don't even know. They're not saying, I mean, that's the number one thing that everybody's asking about because you just don't believe it's real that until you know why exactly, like this, literally like the scientific reason, you're just like, what? Are you serious? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, heart issue or lung issue, you know, none of that stuff registers. You know, I don't even know what's going on, man. This guy was I just know that this guy had kids. He loved being a dad. Like, he just seemed like he was probably a good dad, like a great guy. And I don't even understand this. We knew he was off TV because he was injured. I don't exactly know what the injury was. I don't know if this is part of why he was off TV. His wife wrote the statement that everybody has probably heard by now. Obvious, but it sounds like something that they've kind of known about for a little bit, even though it was shocking that it's been going on. I don't know what that is.
Rip Brodie Lee. I'm super shocked.
What's up, Casey's Raw? Yeah, bro. You know, we lost Larry Funk here on the show. Casey, thanks. We lost Larry Funk here on the show, and we did monetize this last night. Then I'm sitting upstairs putting together my kids' Mario Kart. They had the Mario Kart things where you push the buttons and they race around and everything. So I was just setting that up for them. And as I was running down the stairs, Leah's like, do you know who just died? And I'm like, what are you saying? Like, when she said Luke Harper, it didn't even register with me. I was like, Luke Harper? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't even believe it. And then I was like, after a few minutes, I was like, oh.
Super
what?
Chat Party.
May he rest in peace. 2020 sucks.
This is terrible. And this isn't even, you know. Nessa, what's up, Nessa? Thank you, Nessa. I'm just angry, man. Like, I'm really starting to get angry. You know what I mean? Kobe. Brodie. Larry Funk, and we could run through even more. I'm forgetting tons of people. I'm forgetting people that died. In like 2 to 3 years, I'm gonna be like, oh, this person, and someone's gonna be like, don't you remember they died? And I'm gonna be like, what? You're right. I won't even remember it because so many people died that you can't believe died. This literally is Kobe Bryant, almost again. Maybe not quite, obviously, because it's a small the wrestling community. But this is bad, bro. This is not fun.
What else we got?
You know what I mean?
Oh, a little bit of the
this
bubbly.
This is not good.
Bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh,
Shad Gaspar, yeah.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. I'm in disbelief. I can't stop crying cause my dad passed away around the same age as Brodie Lee did.
Oh, God.
And being a family man makes it even more sad. R.I.P. Brodie Lee / John Huber.
Yeah, man, rest in peace. I can't believe it, though. My dad died when he was 48, and I was 8. So I was 8, and my dad was 48. That's the other thing, man, is I understand, like, kids losing a dad at a young age and stuff like that. So it's really terrible.
Super chat.
This is like Kobe Bryant's death all over again.
Christian James Calderon. I agree, man. And we were just getting the Dark Order stuff, you know, really going. It felt.
Here we go. Oh, no.
Damn. I haven't felt this since I heard Kobe died. He was just getting started as a self-made star. F 2020.
Alfred, thanks, man. Yeah, dude, listen. Brodie Lee was like going to be this, I thought, top mid-card guy moving into the top card maybe. He was just such a big guy, but he could move so awesome, man. He could move great out there in the ring. And, you know, we talked about how Brodie Lee is the guy, and Lance Archer really was, I would say things like, you know, it's hard to get Lance Archer up there because Brodie Lee is a similar build and everything. And Brodie Lee is so great right now that, you know, Lance Archer is not going to eclipse that. Just really terrible.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
There comes Kane. I can't believe this.
This success. Poor guy got wasted on shitty AEW and he lost to that SJW fidget piece of shit Cody Rhodes.
Jesus.
I know it's not really Cody's fault, but him and AEW Brodie deserved better than the Dark Order shit Cody ruined like a bitch.
Nah, man, I thought the Dark Order stuff was great. The stuff that Brodie was doing on BTE was great. It was so funny. And when when he first came in, he was great, and then it went weird, but then it got better, Bimbo Baggins. I thought, man, he was just beginning.
In his dumpster fire. Bask in his dumpster fire. His dumpster fire. Bask in his dumpster fire. His dumpster fire. Bask in his dumpster fire. His dumpster fire. Bask in his ass. Dumpster fire.
Just unreal. Like you can't even believe this shit anymore. Feel so bad for his family, friends and co-workers. His wife Amanda said this was not COVID related, but it was something he was battling for a long time.
Wow.
#RIP Brodie Lee. #RIP John Who.
Now, I feel like I remember him saying something about a lung issue. Does anybody remember that? The Soundwave 92, thank you. I want to say that I heard him mention a lung issue on either Jericho's podcast or the Unrestricted podcast on AEW, where he said, like, I didn't know if I'd ever wrestle again because of this, that, or the other thing. Does anybody remember that? I don't remember. Broken Ambrose, thank you for the 10. Soundwave, thank you for the 12. Rather, maybe somebody remembers in the chat. But I mean, I remember he didn't go into detail, but he said that I thought he said that. But I mean, we could be just misremembering. But yeah, it's really a shock to find this out, man. I mean, yeah, you're either on one side or the other. Either you wanted this guy to come back to WWE to do great things there, or you wanted him to do better, even better things in AEW. And so he really just scratched the surface of what he was going to be able to do. His stuff with Cody, I thought, was great. And, you know, part of the reason why the end of that didn't quite go the right way is because of probably this, maybe this. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know enough. All I can think about is his family. That's literally all I can think about. Maybe if I was 20 years old again or 18 years old again, I'd be thinking more about, like, his career and what's going on, like, and oh my God, like, but all I can think about is his family, man. That's all I can think about. And maybe, you know, I like I said, I lost my dad when I was 8. I was 8 years old. My dad was 48. I understand suddenly, you know, things can happen. And one thing is that it sounds like they knew this was going down or this was getting worse or something like that. And none of us knew any of this stuff. I know that he was on many podcasts only a month ago, and we didn't really hear about that there was something going on. You know? Him talking about his kid on the WWE thing that Adam Ant sent me. I mean, that's rough. You know, that's to listen to. This is just awful. This is such awful news that I don't even know. I'm just mad, bro. Like, this is crazy. This, I like, it's just not. This is the worst year ever. And this is terrible.
It's cool to me to, and I hold on to so much stuff from my wrestling that I have the card from when I wrestled Undertaker. I have posters. I have all the posters we've been on. I have all my figures. And I have them not for me, but someday I maybe want to hand them to my son and say, hey, here. And if he wants it or not, but I've been given the opportunity to give that to him.
Just really seems like just a great guy. Every podcast I heard, you know, the way he talked about stuff, he was a hockey fan too. A lot of stuff. We really, really enjoyed what Brodie Lee, Luke Harper, John Huber, we really enjoyed what he was doing. You know, when he was in WWE and he was doing good things, we were loving it. When he was in WWE and he wasn't being booked right, we were angry about it. And there was so much potential. We said it all the time. This guy should be a mid-card star. This guy should be a menacing heel on the mid-card for the Intercontinental title, you know, in ladder matches and in stuff where it would just seem amazing and fun and all these things. And, you know, we really got to see in a short period of time in AEW, we really got to see how funny this guy could be and also how scary and how serious he could be. We already knew that he could wrestle, you know what I mean? But what we didn't get to see in WWE as much, we did a little bit, but not as much, and we got a lot of it quickly in AEW, was whether you're watching Being Elite or Being the Elite BTE, where he was hilarious, like very funny. Like, this is very funny stuff that he was doing. Or whether it was him coming in as the Exalted One at the beginning, or whether it was him getting involved towards the end here, his last couple of matches, winning the title, the TNT title, all that stuff. It was like, wow, man, this guy has a seal. This guy can just go. Like, we're going to see so much from him. And, oh my God. Previously diagnosed lungs, yeah. I swear that he talked about it somewhere, about something with an issue, but it was lung issues. If people are wondering what it was, it is something to do with lungs. We just don't know what it is. And for the people that are like, it doesn't matter, all that matters is that he passed away. Listen, I can't help but want to know exactly what it was. And I think it's because it makes it a little bit more realer, believable or something. It just doesn't, when someone comes out and says, I'm his, we're his family, and, it's, I never thought we'd have to do this, here we, and you're just like, what? Like, we don't even believe it. I can't imagine what his family's going through, but I can, because I lost my dad out of nowhere. When my dad died of a heart attack when I was 8, I was in bed with him. It was one night I asked to lay in bed with my parents, and my mother was like, no, you got to go in your own bed, And my dad was like, just let him come in tonight. Let him hang in the bed. And I did. And I woke up to my dad dying in bed with us out of nowhere. Then all of a sudden, they were taking him out of the, my house in an ambulance, and I was going to stay with someone. And the next thing you know, my mother came home at like 6 a.m, picked me up, and then looked at me and said, your dad's dead, to me. And I'm like, what? What the hell are you talking? Like, what are you talking about? And I didn't understand that I understood it, but I didn't quite, it's the same thing now, man. I don't do well with losing familiarity. None of us do. Nobody does well with that. But it really is bad when it's somebody like this who's, like you're talking about wrestlers who did crack cocaine and coke and drank every night and did all these crazy things back in the day, who had multiple kids they never saw, crazy lifestyles, crack and hookers and just all over the place and just whatever. Who just lived. They lived long enough to be kicked out of the business for it, come back, go away, go missing, show up, all kinds of things. And then this guy seems like a great guy, great dad, great wrestler. He's got a good mind with the wrestling and his ideas and his character. Some people have come to AEW, they haven't really had good ideas. This guy did. And then they also had the ability for Tony Khan and him and whoever else was writing this stuff to move on the fly. Okay, the Vince McMahon stuff was funny. We're going to now move this way. We're going to move that way. We're going to move. If the crowd didn't like it, we're going to move on things. He also had to come in during COVID, and it really also bothers me that this guy didn't get to hear a live full crowd again in AEW, cheering for him or booing him or whatever it is. That messes me up too. His kids, his family, that's number one. Number two is that, just what? You just can't even believe it's real. There's my alarm, Jesus. I can believe that's real because that just scared the hell out of me. You look at the statement from his wife. I need to read all this multiple times to believe that it's happening. I can't believe we lost Larry Funk. And now Brodie Lee, Luke Harper. Are you serious with this year? Kobe Bryant. I never wanted to write out those words. My heart is broken. This world saw him as the amazing Brodie Lee, but he was my best friend, husband, greatest father you'd ever meet. No words can express the love I feel or how broken I am right now. He passed surrounded by loved ones after a hard-fought battle with non-COVID-related lung issue. The Mayo Clinic is literally the best team of doctors and nurses in the world who surrounded me with constant love. On top of that, I can't express my love and admiration for All Elite Wrestling. Has treated not only my husband, but myself and my kids. And she named a bunch of people. The AEW team has kept me standing. So AEW must have known about this for a little while. Quite a while, maybe. I've been surrounded by so much love and incredible people. I can't tag them all, but they know who they are. Man, I just got to know what it was, man. I got to know what lung issue is this? How long did they know about it, Oh my God, is this awful. This is the most awful thing, man, of the year. 41. This is absolutely the most horrific, awful thing of the year. Daydream Nightly said, what happened with Larry Funk? Larry Funk died of COVID 2 weeks ago. We did a show for him last night. I'll monetize this. It's on my other channel, Corrupted Nation. My other channel is called Corrupted Nation. Go subscribe if you guys want. And we'll see you on Monetize This. We did a tribute to Larry Funk last night on Monetize This. He, had a liver transplant, was doing great. 3 years ago he got it. The liver started taking really well to his body. And then he was on all kinds of medication, and then the medication went down because he was doing so well. Then he got COVID 2 weeks ago. That's Larry Funk we're talking about. So we lost Larry Funk, and we were making fun of me when I was crying about it on the TLC review, and it was really kind of funny watching me be like like choke up and freak out. It was really funny to watch me try to get through it. Shad Gasper, Kobe Bryant. Just a massive list of just terrible. 339-226-6610.
Super chat. Super chat.
Let's join the Dark Order out of respect for Brodie.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that now. But this is
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
I'm gutted. Was watching BTE the other night and was wondering when Brodie would come back while watching a Dark Order bit. R.I.P. Brodie.
I know, man. I listen. Broken Ambrose. Thank you, Broken Ambrose, for the $10. And what's up, Broken Ambrose? I mean, hopefully he gets some kind of big package. You know, obviously. I mean, if I was, you know, I don't want to tell people what to do, but you know what I mean. You know how I am. If I was Tony Khan, I'd probably just take care of that family. But you know, it's just Broken Ambrose. Thank you. It's just how funny he was on BTE and hilarious he was on BTE, but yet how serious he could be and how scary he could be. You know what I mean?
Slay bitches every day.
Bitches. It's crazy to me that he was able to do those extremes of being super scary and serious, and then kind of flip it out the other way. But yeah, man, they don't list why the lung issue happened, but Tommy Spink dildo? I don't know what that means, but Jesus. I gotta like take this donation off because the copyright. Gotta be careful on this one.
Send my grease into outer space. Send my greasy ass into outer space.
Yeah, the Griff Garrison one was the last one I heard. Awandi.
I slay bitches every day.
If COVID was gonna end any way, Velp, I guess it would be like this. Larry Funk first and now Brodie Lee. Not to add, I got news that my college dorm got flooded, so I bet all my stuff is not destroyed. FML.
Oh, God. That's terrible. I mean, listen. I mean, I was dealing with the flood stuff the other day, but it doesn't get as bad as this. It doesn't get as bad as this. 405, man, you call back, I'll get you on here. But just a terrible news. Terrible news. Devontae Johnson, I hate 2020. Too many people died this year. This one in Kobe, to me, and Shad, with the kids. When you're talking about dads and kids, you know, at the end of last year, we lost Nick Steele, local wrestler. He has kids too, man. It just like seeing a man like this who cares so much about his family. It's the worst, bro. You know, that's the worst. But yeah, man, 41 years old, a lung issue. We don't know what the lung issue is, but it does seem like the lung issue had been going on a while. Because I swear to you that I heard him reference it twice or something referenced twice. But whatever this was is something that progressed or really, you know, went off recently. And I don't know how long they all knew about it. I don't know if it kept getting worse and worse. Like, I don't know if that's what happened. It feels like that's what happened, that things started going downhill for some reason, and people knew about it. Black Panther. Oh, my God. How the heck? I can't even believe. See, I can't believe it. That's why I don't remember that Black Panther's dead, that Bozeman is dead. I can't remember these things because it seems crazy. Chad, Kobe, Shad Gasper, you know, Brodie Lee, and just a bunch of other people. Man, we just lost Larry Funk. Like, the list is so insane that I'm telling you, next year in the middle of the summer, I'm going to say something, and someone's going to be like, what are you talking about? They died. And I'm going to be like, what? Because this is crazy. I feel like people mistreated him, says Joanna. What do you mean, like the companies didn't use him right? Is that what you're talking about? I mean, I think he was used pretty well in AEW. I thought he was really just getting going in AEW, but he had done some great stuff already. You know, in WWE he did some great stuff, but then he had a couple of years of just where they just treated him like nothing. So, you know, we didn't have a big enough sample size in AEW. I just know that I liked him in AEW, and this may part of the reason why he hasn't been around I'm assuming is because of this. Yeah, we lost Tommy Tiny. We lost the president of the United States in Fifth Element, man. I mean, this guy, this is crazy. 405, what's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to say rest in peace to John Huber. That I wanted to remember something that the lead up to WrestleMania 33 when he was a big part of that Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, AJ Styles storyline. That was great. Like the last time I've really been invested in like a weekly WWE show, and I was dreaming about the possibilities of him being in a G1 in the future, and yeah, I just wanted to remember that and to just say rest in peace and condolences to his family. I'll hang up and listen.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I think you're right, bro. That was beautifully said. I mean, they're genuine fans. We love this guy. He entertained us. So I mean, people maybe don't understand, like, why are you guys all crying over this? This guy entertained us, number one. And we weren't done. We were looking for more. It was like, we want more because he was an artist and he was entertaining us. And the flip side of that is that he had a family. And that's the other part that drives me nuts and drives us nuts is we know he had a family. We know how much he liked them. We know how much he loved them. We know how much he loved wrestling. And we know how much we were looking to get more out of him and for him to entertain us. And I just said anus. I know I just said anus, but that's what I mean is entertain us. And the fact of the matter is, dude, listen, I look back on the tag team matches that he had with New Day, and some of those matches were really good. Money in the Bank in Boston, where the Usos and Harper and Rowan, I believe, opened up the night in a pre-match or a pre-show match. They tore the house down in Boston for Money in the Bank on the pre-show with the Usos. I was there live. They killed it. So John Huber, Luke Harper, he passes away of a lung issue, non-COVID related. So this has nothing to do with COVID. Or that's what I don't know. But he had been off TV for an injury, they said. And I'm assuming that this is it. I'm assuming that they found something was going on with him. He went and saw a doctor. I'm assuming, I don't know anything, and that maybe they said, "Well, you're gonna come off TV and let's see what's going on." And I'm assuming that something was going on that we don't know about. I mean, that's all I can do. I don't want to though, because I don't want to say anything because I don't know. I don't know a damn thing, but I just know that. We're all asking questions because we need to know almost because it's like you don't believe it. That's why people want to know so bad. And people, and I swear that we heard him mention it. I swear he mentioned it on a podcast somewhere, and I can't put my finger on it.
When I wrestled Undertaker, I have posters. I have all the posters we've been on. I have all my figures, and I have them not for me, but someday.
Jungle Bee. Tell him how much you love the Dark Order.
Shut the fuck up, first off.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys fucking kidding me?
What do you mean?
This is not
Look
Jungle Boy!
What do you mean? Look at the hair!
This is Griff Garrison!
Oh, who the fuck is Griff Garrison?
This is Griff Garrison!
You said you're a Jungle Boy!
Come on! Fuck! Who has papers? I need papers! I need papers!
I just have some right here, sir.
Fucking Griff Garrison? Griff Garrison! Who the fuck is Griff Garrison? God damn it!
Man, I will never forget that, dude. I mean, you're talking about the ability. John Huber has the ability to kill you with laughter. Like you are dying of laughter. And yet the guy has the ability easily to look crazy or menacing or terrifying or evil. And he moves around the ring Like, I mean, basically kind of almost Undertaker-like. You know, the way he could, you know, but he could move with a different ability. He was very fast and agile. You wanted to see him in the ring, like, in these matches. So it's just so much that we did. He did a lot, and we saw him do a lot. You know, 20 years of just whatever. We've got it. You know, we can go watch it. But this guy had a solid 10 years left of stuff to do. Solid 10 years left of stuff to do. And I can't deal with this year anymore, man. What is going on? And you know, I'm glad his wife posted all this, but you know, we don't know what exactly is. We just know that luckily, at least I guess, oh God, a day after Christmas too. Oh God, I'm getting angry now. I'm really getting upset. Dude, his boy, I mean, like, his kids, too. Oh, boy, I made the mistake of going to his wife's Instagram. Why did I do this? Oh, my God, why did I do this? But, what the hell? You know, seeing his kids look pretty happy on Christmas, and, you know, I'm going to get... I probably should not continue talking about this, or I'm going to have, like, a conniption. So, just a terrible thing, man. That you know, holiday time too. Like it's. Did he? I don't even know if he. This was today. I don't even know. I should have just made a video and not gone live. Because I'm just broken here. I don't even know.
Dunkachino?
Don't mind if I do.
What's my name?
Dunkachino.
It's a whole new game.
Dunkachino.
You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Rip Brodie, he was awesome with the Wyatt family. Not too bad single career in WWE. Joe, please unblock me and I'll forgive you. I've been supporting you lately.
Okay, Bullfrog. I don't think so, Bullfrog. But thanks for the donation, man. We'll see how you behave in the future.
Super Chat Party.
Savage Jack, thank you, man. I'm trying to look. Yeah, his wife didn't say. His wife didn't say. Nobody has said really what exactly happened, unless there's some kind of new report that I'm unaware of. We just know it was some kind of lung issue, which is, he was just on so many podcasts and places. Like I said, the WWE is saddened to learn that John Huber, known to WWE fans Luke Harper, passed away today at 41. That's all they said, I think.
Super Chat Party.
He wants to bet Cornette will bury Brodie Lee on his podcast.
Willie, I would think the Cornette kind of liked I would think Cornette kind of liked Brodie Lee a little bit. I wouldn't think Cornette would bury him. I mean, I think that Cornette would be upset with WWE over the way they handled the guy the last couple of years. The guy should have been a star. And AEW showed you that he had that potential. Like, AEW showed you. He showed you in AEW how he could be really funny, but how he could also be this just badass and run a crew. BTE, being the Elite, showed you how funny he really could be. He really didn't display that type of comedy on the air on AEW, but he did display it on BTE. But the character on AEW...
About to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man.
I was
Here
like
we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
2020 started with heartbreak and ended with heartbreak. This year can jump into the Kilau Eye lava lake and screw right off. 2021 will be better.
Yeah, I mean, man, is this not the year that time forgot, bro? What is going on? Wave Face Killer says, sad me and Harper have the same birthday. Yeah, that's terrible. Hi, Shell. The Natural says, I'm in shock. I can't believe he's gone. Timothy Johnson says, non-related lung issue is what he had. Yep, it's non-related lung issue, but we don't know what the lung issue was exactly. Corny wouldn't bury anyone that's dead except Vince Russo. That's pretty funny. That's true. Probably true.
What else we got?
It was not drugs, no.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Definitely was not that.
Bubbly? Look at this stuff.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Loved Luke Harper. Had so much potentials. Go fuck yourself, Vince, for not using him properly. Thank God for AU for using him properly. I'll always remember that hilarious Dark Order staked in a segment with AU making fun of Vince with the sneeze.
Oh, you're right. That part was funny. And that was on AEW. Oh my God, you're right. That one was on AEW. Wow. That's true. That was hilarious.
What else we got?
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
That's funny.
That's it. Bubbly? Look at this stuff.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Already booked in a steel cage match with Pat Patterson and Gorilla Monsoon. Gene Oakland calling the match with Fink.
Right. Lukewarm, Jesus Christ. About to come down the aisle. I can't even believe, I can't even go there with, like, yes, let's tribute him and stuff. I can't go there. I can't go with, like, let's do that, let's do a tribute. Like, it's,
what else we got?
What?
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff.
How is Lex Luger alive? That's a good point.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
I'm still alive, and so is my good friend Marty Jannetty.
Marty Jannetty. That's true. How is Marty Jannetty here? Jesus. Marty Jannetty loaded on coke. Still around. Lex Luger, thank you for the donation, man. Maybe save some money and get a new wheelchair. 407, hello.
Yo, what's up, Joe?
What's going on?
This is Joe Bless from Orlando, Florida here, you know. All
What's
here
up,
and
dude?
there.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man. Question, man. Do you think that they took away his title on the AEW because they knew they probably had something going on? And
I'm betting that's what it is. Yeah, I think that is what it is now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they really could have decided to do that type of creative, but I don't know, man. Now I'm starting to think that they discovered something, and they were like, yeah, we gotta, okay, take the title off me, and we'll figure it out, and we'll come back, whatever. So I think that they knew something. I mean, we don't know anything. I don't know. I mean, this is all just guessing, but the fact that they said he's injured, and I don't know. I mean, but maybe he got injured on top of it. I don't know, or maybe this is something sudden. But I swear that I heard him mention something about this at one point. But maybe I could be completely wrong too. I have no clue. I think it is related though, because it was weird that they did that.
I think I remember hearing his about him talking about his lung in the Chris Jericho podcast.
You're right. So it was Jericho's podcast. Yeah, where I swear.
Jericho's podcast.
Because he said, like, I didn't know if I'd be able to wrestle with my condition or something like that. Or with
exactly.
Yeah, you're right. We should go back and listen to that probably and try to find that part.
Yeah, man. I feel so bad for the guy, man.
I just feel bad for him and the family. And whenever I hear about anybody, man, no matter who they are, when they are, And maybe it's because I've got the fight or flight. When you lose a parent when you're younger, like losing my dad, I don't want anybody anywhere to lose parents or lose somebody before. You know what I mean? You just don't want it to happen. So you're like, I'm just so crazy about that, man. When I hear about anybody, even if the dad isn't the best guy and the everything's rough and you live in a rough life, then it's just horrific. Because you don't want people to lose parents. So I just think about the kids, and I just can't believe this, man. My wife told me, and I'm like, what? Like, you're fucking crazy. This guy's not dead. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, man. Do you think they're going to tie this with COVID or anything? Because a lot of celebrities, a lot of personal people just dying, especially the past 2 days. I'm a Hispanic person, so I listen to salsa music, and one of my legendary salsa singers, he just passed on Christmas Day, and then and I used to listen to all his music and everything, man, and
oh my
and then
God.
I found out about Brodie.
Are you talking about Tito?
Yeah, Tito Roja.
Yeah.
He passed away, and then personally, my cousin from New York, he lives in the Bronx, he passed away 2 days ago too. So I'm like, what the heck is going on, man? It's like everybody's passing away.
Yeah, I mean, Larry Funk just died. I understand that a little bit. The guy had a liver transplant and whatever. But, oh my God, dude. I can't believe it. He was 65 too. Like, anybody in their 60s and above, it goes way up. But, now, wait a minute. Did Rojas die of COVID?
No, they didn't say. They still say it's undetermined. They haven't decided what it was yet.
Huh. Well, they have said, though, the wife, John Huber's wife, said it is not COVID related. It's some kind of lung issue that he had.
You see?
So it's not they're not going to be able to. It's nothing to do with that. It's just something else. I swear that he said this on Jericho's podcast, though. So we're gonna have to look, or maybe somebody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to Jericho's podcast, but I'm pretty sure that's where it was.
Right. I think Tito died of a heart attack, they're saying now, so maybe they do know now.
Yeah, I have to look back. I haven't looked since this morning, but
yeah,
when I looked this morning, when I first woke up, I saw that message. I was like, oh my goodness, can't be.
When I used to go to Vincent's Club in Randolph, Massachusetts, once in a while, they would play his music. Once in a while, I would hear some stuff from him, and I was the only white person there.
All right.
I went to the girl at my work was like she was like, oh, we're going to a party or whatever, and then she told me where or whatever. And dude, when I got there, I looked around and was like, now I was already buzzed, right? Because we'd all been drinking. This was forever ago. This was like 2008 or 2009 or something. And we get there, and I get in there, and it wasn't till I was in the bathroom where the lights were all on that I looked around, and I was like, huh. And I seen like a guy with everybody was way, there was not a white guy in the place, and the guy, people had gold chains and shit like that. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what is going on here? Like, and then I was listening to the music, and I never heard a club song, never heard a song anybody I would ever recognize. It was all, dun, 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 and I was like, what? And all right, I kept waiting for like the new Usher song or something. Nothing ever came on, but there was only a couple songs that I ever recognized, and one of them was his, and a mariachi band who was doing I think techno at the time or something. It was like mixed. It was weird. And dude, so I don't know. So when you said his name, I thought back to that night, because just knowing who he was and that they were playing like some kind of remix or something like that, I think whatever. But I remember the girl just being like, how do you know what this is? Or, and it was just funny. I'm like, I don't know, but I'm the only white guy in here. I'm the only Irish guy in here. There's only one Irish guy. There's 300 people in here. It was great though, because I never knew that place was a club. So Vincent's, man, in Randolph. Some people know what I'm talking about. Anyway, man, thanks for the call. And yeah, this is shocking and horrific, and this is just fucking crazy. You can't even believe it. This is almost the same way I felt when I found out Larry passed away the other day, and the same way I felt when Kobe died. I was like,
yeah,
what? You know, it's not even it's not a real thing. And I don't even know these people in real life, and it's that bad. I can't imagine his family. So it's forget about it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Joe. You have a good night, man.
Yeah, man. You too. Stay safe, brother. I hope everything gets better soon for everybody.
For everybody. All right, man.
Joe is now a Boricua. Neo the One, what's up, man? Buenos noches. Vincent's, oh my God, Joe, that takes me way back. What do you, Soundwave, you been to Vincent's? Are you serious? And like, what are you doing in Randolph? Yeah, a new leader won't be able to save the Dark Order now. Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing's in trouble now. But you know what? I don't know. I don't know, man. This is an absolute horrific thing. I wish I knew more about the facts about what really happened. And I know that we don't deserve to, or it shouldn't even matter, but it does, man. It really does to us. Like, I hope that they announce something about what it was and how it happened and whatever. Because that helps a lot of people with the closure and the wonder and whatever. But all that matters is his family and what they're dealing with. So that's really all that matters and how shitty that is. But, you know, Paul, yeah, tonight is Corrupted. We're not going to cancel Corrupted because of this, obviously. But it is terrible. So tonight, Corrupted podcast starts in about 2 hours. We'll be live on Patreon with Corrupted. On Patreon. Thanks to Max for signing up. Man, that's the worst, man. Christmas. Let's see what this post was from 4 weeks ago. 2020 has been a shit show. Hospitals are in need. If you are healthy and can spare some time, consider donating blood. It's so easy and you never know who you could be helping. Now, I don't know if that's a reference to her husband or if it's them getting their blood taken. But is his wife a nurse? I think maybe his wife was a nurse. That or she was just in the hospital with him so much. Could be that. I'm not sure. Oh, God. Damn it. Seeing his... I don't... No. Don't look at the pictures on Instagram. I can't, with the little kids, can't do it. I mean, I was 8 when I lost my dad, but at least I was, I was a little bit older, I guess. This is just awful. There's no update. I don't know why. It sounds like AEW knew a lot about what was up. So, yeah, it seems like AEW knew a lot. AEW says... I know there's more. I got to play more things. I'm going to play more in a minute. John Huber passed away at the age of 41 from non-COVID lung issue. AEW President CEO Tony Khan released the following statement on social media via WrestlingInc.com. I'm devastated by the loss of John Huber, known to fans Mr. Brodie Lee, formerly Luke Harper. John was a great man. His family came first. His loving wife Amanda and their sons Brodie and Nolan. He loved wrestling and was great at it. He loved fans. Please keep him in your hearts. Jesus. And I was playing with my kids when I found out about this too. And I gotta go back to playing with them because I was playing with them and then I just came down here to see that and I was like, wow. But, this guy, man, I can't believe this. He was just the tip of the iceberg, the beginning of what we're going to see in AEW. And I'm assuming that the last 3 months have been kind of weird even because of this issue. I assume they know a little bit. Or they knew something. A lot of people saying the same thing too. I mean, he always seemed to be drug-free. Seemed to be drug-free. Seemed to have a great attitude. Loved his family. That's what he loved, his family. So that's the biggest thing that's like, what? All the cocaine, crack-headed wackos and all the people that do all kinds of things that have done whatever they do. And then this is what you really sent me that, John? You troll, you asshole. He goes, take a look at this, Joe. You got to see this. He sends me a different show with a link. You're a dickhead. You're a weirdo, bro. Stop. Come on. Don't do that. Why do you got to do that? I don't care what anybody says about me, dude. This type of stuff proves how short life is. You know what I mean? Like how amazingly short life is and can be, and whatever else. I just feel bad for the kids. That's all I can think about, man. I want to say, man, your dad he was amazing in the ring. He was I don't even know him. And I can tell, man, that this guy wanted to do stuff for his kids. And he was a little bit regretful that he wasn't around a whole lot when he had to, work. You could hear that on the podcast with Jericho. And I think part of working at AEW was part to spend more time with his kids. Because, he'd be traveling once or twice a week, and then he would be staying in Florida or wherever, and he was able to see his kids probably 3-4 days out of the week, whereas in WWE, you probably only see your family 1 day a week if you flew home or whatever. So, part of working in AEW for him, too, was probably that he got to see his kids so much. I think if it was lung cancer, they would have said that. They don't say what it is. They just say lung-related issue. Don't know if he had some kind of perforation or some kind of breakdown or, I don't know. They didn't say. I mean, unless there's a new article that I don't know about. Everyone's posting what his wife said, which we see what his wife said, but nobody is. Big Swole said, rest in peace. You were always nice to everyone, and I'll always cherish our banter and good laughs. Dolph Ziggler said, a big man among men inside the ring and more importantly outside the ring. Absolutely beloved. Daniel Bryan says, I love you and I miss you. Jim Ross says, heartbroken. Heaven got another good man today. God, I hate those comments. We got robbed of this guy. His family got robbed of him. Ugh. 41. I mean, what? Yes, Brandon, how you doing, man? No, I'm almost at 69,000 subs. Yes, when I get to 69, we'll have some kind of a thing. Oh, I did get to 69. Oh shit! Wow. We were at 68,990 when we started tonight, so it's too bad. I'm not even going to celebrate it right now because that's just fucked up. I can't even do it. We'll have another night. I can't even. I'm just miserable. I'm miserable, bro. Like, this is just terrible stuff. And then we lost Larry Funk the other night. I monetized this, man. We did the whole thing. I'm going to read the comments a little bit more. I see there's a lot more comments coming in, and I'm going to try to read more of what you guys have been saying in the chat. I'm just been trying to read around to see if I could find more info on what the hell's going on.
Give me a hell yeah! Very sad news to hear. May he rest in forever peace.
Botch Club. Thank you to Botch Club and Wrestle Daily on Instagram. You're going to have to get the Brodie botches out for this week. It'll be a Brodie Botch tribute. Or maybe you put Brodie highlights up, and the only person that you don't put up botching is him. You only put up him doing cool things, and everybody else is botches all week. Maybe that's what you do.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Went to bed early. But R.I.P. to Larry Funk and Brodie Lee. Larry was the original rant caller of JCS. Brodie Lee passing caught me by surprise. The guy had such a great resurgence and now he's gone. Gimme 2021.
Yeah, man. Please, burn the USA. Jesus. Well, things might get worse then. You know? You know what I'm saying?
$9 for a fuck, someone donated 9. I'm getting hard, I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9, I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9, suck my dick.
Fuck 2020. On a serious note, we need to trade Luke Harper for Bullfrog. Why do the good people have to die and the little fucktards are alive? They need to take this virus straight back to Africa. Fuck this fucking year. As Jake would say. Fuck.
Super Chat Party.
No, he goes, damn it.
This sucks. But still good to see that all of us in the usual divided wrestling community can stand together and mourn.
Yeah. Daniel Cater, thank you for the $4.99, Daniel Cater. This sucks. It's good to see all of us in the usual divided wrestling community. Yeah, there's nobody that's gonna. I can't believe there's a soul that's gonna come out and say anything bad about this guy. And I gotta believe that this is. I mean, this is like Kobe dying, bro. To me, very similar. I mean, obviously, you know, I guess the example is like The Rock or somebody, but you know what I mean. This is a horribly shocking thing. This is like when Owen died. You know? But even that, like a wrestling stunt, you know, this is... We didn't even know that anything like this could happen.
It's crazy to see how much wrestlers can impact their fan base. I'm heartbroken, man. 2020 is a nightmare. R.I.P. to the dead. This sucks.
Right. Abdul, thank you, man. Yeah, bro, I think wrestling fans are really into the people. They're really into the wrestlers. They're really into the characters. They're really into these people. Wrestling fans connect with people so much, man, that's why they want to talk about their characters and what they can do and what they want to see. And, you know, I mean, that's not necessarily the way that we acted 20 years ago and especially 30 years ago. But wrestling fans now have this weird access to wrestlers because of Twitter and things like that where they can really, you know all these things about them and people, like similar to musicians, you know, now, in a way. A lot different than last time or than it used to be.
Here we go, I'm about to get it, man. Here we go, about to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
I fell asleep about 5 hours ago. I woke up and my brother texted me saying Brodie Lee died. I was shook. I started tearing up. Normally not emotional.
Yeah, dude. DGU, I've been crying about so many dead people this year that it's starting to like numb me almost. But this really made me go like, whoa. You know? Yeah. Listen, the more... I don't know. DGU, thanks for the $5. Brodie was... man, I couldn't wait to see more from him. I just couldn't wait to see more. You know? And then when the injury happened, it felt like, listen, maybe that's why...
A little bit of the bubbly.
They cut things at the end.
Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
I just heard about this. R.I.P. John Huber, R.I.P. Luke Harper, R.I.P. Brodie Lee. Fuck this year. Big love to everyone in the chat.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Spaz Phoenix, thank you, Spaz. You know, I don't know, you know. I know, man. I hope he is, his family has all this great support and, you know, that people take care of them.
What else we got?
With support.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
This gave me Eddie Guerrero vibes from 2005. Only 5 days left in the year, what else will happen?
Yeah, you know, every day we say that, and then the next day we find out. Orenthal James Simpson. Thank you. Yeah, man. Very, very, very similar sad vibes. No doubt about it, man. I mean, I wanted to see what he was going to do next. I can't even believe that. 860, hey.
Super chat.
Hey, can you hear me?
Party.
Bear with me 1 second. I'll get you.
Too many great names.
There we go.
So sad.
Oh, Bry Guy. Thank you, Bry
Can you hear
Guy.
me now?
I can hear you now. Now you're good, yeah. What's up?
Hey, how you doing, Joe?
All right, man. A little weird.
Man, I just came back from work, and then on top of that, my girlfriend's going through all this shit too. You know, she's got gallbladder stones and shit.
Oh, God.
And I've been in the hospital with her. Yeah, I was in the hospital for a little bit with her. Like, I just came back now. I'm gonna smoke a bowl and shit. But man,
Are they gonna Are they gonna fish the stones out, or are they making her drink that stuff, or are they gonna take the gallbladder out?
They're trying to push more towards not doing surgery just because of the fact that she's also got a autoimmune hepatitis. So basically, her liver is also like kind of damaged ever since she was a kid.
Oh.
You know, certain things mess with her liver and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
And,
then don't get rid of the gallbladder. Yeah, if they can keep the gallbladder, that will probably be better. Yeah.
Yeah, if they keep it like that, maybe it would, you know, maybe there's some type of treatment for it. But it's just like, man, like, I just want to let you guys know, everyone watching, and then of course you, Joe. Like, I love you guys. Just stay safe. Fucking stay away from all this trouble. Don't go looking for trouble. Don't go, you know, keep your mask on for one.
Oh yeah, I do. Trust me.
And then of course, smoke tons of weed and just love your family, guys. Like, this is really a time. Like, this is such a dark time.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen a time like this where so many people are just dropping dead left and right, and I feel like now is the time, like, more than ever, for just everyone, not even just wrestling fans, but just everyone in general. They should just get together and just show more love than there has been in this past year, because this past year has just been a fucking nightmare. Like,
yeah, this has been really bad, man. Like, and like with everything, people, the little riots, the little hatred, the stuff that goes on. Yeah, it's very weird. Like, I mean, yeah, I've never seen anything like this. I mean, I'm 36 and I don't remember anything like that. I mean, the only time I kind of remember a little bit of stuff like this was when I was really young. I sort of felt like some of this stuff was going on in the 80s a little bit, or we're coming out of the, you know, but
like coming out of like the 80s, going into like the early 90s, something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, even that wasn't. I mean, we didn't have a pandemic, you know, nothing like this. So this has got to be the worst that it's ever been. This is that's the crazy thing to think about. This is. Unless you're older, that I don't know about something that happened back in the day, you know, maybe Vietnam War or something else. You know, you went to the Vietnam War and saw horrible stuff. This is the worst year of our lives. And I mean, unless you had personal problems, you know, obviously if like you had, you know, a mother and, you know, some crazy tragedy happened to your family in life. Yes, obviously that year, you're going to say that year was the worst. But as a collective,
and the thing is, I didn't mean to cut you off. But,
no, just as a collective, this is the worst year. That's all.
Yeah, but I could tell you, like, I've had that year. Like 2014 for me was my worst year, and even like now, I get kind of choked up about it. But I feel like some people do have to hear this kind of story. You feel me?
Yeah, you know what? And no, you're right. And someone else just brought up in the chat, it was AIDS. It's kind of was. It was like AIDS. People were scared of AIDS. They didn't know what was going on. You know, people that were gay were scared that people thought they all had AIDS or something. People
and not even just that, but also African Americans in the country.
Yeah,
when
people.
the crack epidemic happened.
White people, people were being told like, "Oh man, they brought it here. It's African Americans or have AIDS." Just like
See, the thing is, people just don't understand that all the shit that's going on right now. Yes, it's happening, and yes, it's bad. But some people are really oblivious to the fact that there's just something bigger going on that just nobody fucking knows about, and we're probably never going to understand it.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like people also need to understand that. Like, there's just something going on that not a lot of people are just like even open-minded enough to even really understand or comprehend. And that's more scary, I think. Just the fact that people are very, very blind to a lot of shit that's going on in this world.
Well, and it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with Brodie Lee or John Huber, but the idea that entropy,
I'm saying this in the perspective of like not just a wrestling fan, but just as a human being. Like,
something's going on, something seems to be changing, something's weird, something is, we read about it, we see all these crazy things in history, and you go, wow, imagine if you were alive during that. Thank God we're just sitting here waiting for the new devices to come out, and now all of a sudden in a blink of an eye, it feels like this massive shift of, I don't know, people's feelings or emotion or vibes or what people think is good or bad or whatever. It's just this crazy swing.
Well, I want everyone to know, my name is Benjamin, and I've been a fan of Joe for, God, it's been, I think like 10 years almost that I've been a fan of you, and I've seen, this actually almost reminds me of like the episode that you and JD had one time on Out of Nowhere.
Yep.
It was the death of China.
When China died.
And I remember watching that. And I just sat back like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, we were shocked.
And then just the fact that like that happened too, and you thought that China was going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame and all this, and she didn't even get her chance either.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame that they never got that chance just because of like just pettiness. And it's like I'm thinking of this in a human being's perspective. Like, yeah, there's people who are petty in this world, and to each their own, I guess. Some people are justified more than others for being petty, but at the end of the day, that shouldn't fucking matter. Like, just live your life and be a good human being. Give back. Do what your parents were trying to tell you that you thought was real stupid, but some kids are probably listening to it too. Like, this is stupid. This guy's probably rambling and shit. But like, really, like, there's just a lot of people that have to listen to that. You know?
Yeah, man. I can't imagine the kids, like, what they're thinking. I mean, like, like we had the worst thing that we really saw was, I mean, I guess the 9/11 was pretty crazy, but
even
that was
Larry Funk as well. I didn't even hear about that until like just a few hours ago about Larry Funk.
Yeah, we did the celebration thing on Monetize This last night, but yeah, he and he got COVID and he had it for 2 weeks, I guess, before he died. So that's crazy. I mean,
but the thing is that what I'm confused about is like, to add to your point earlier, does anyone know if like Brodie Lee actually had any lung like situations before, like any heart lung problems?
Yeah. So
before?
The only thing, I swear on everything, that I heard Brodie Lee during a Chris Jericho podcast say that he found out he had something going on. I swear to God, he had something. He said something about his lungs or something that almost kept him from wrestling or kept him from continuing or something. Maybe someone in the chat, a couple people said they thought they heard that too. And I remember that. And his wife said that, he died of a lung issue that's not related to COVID. So that's all we know. But I swear that he had a problem.
I even showed my fiance that because I was watching your show, and then I was going through Facebook and I saw her statement on Facebook, or not her statement, just her post, and just reading that and then just thinking of a perspective from a fiance's perspective too. It's like, damn, like, what if that happens to my wife?
Yeah. Well,
that's what I'm basically going through right now. Like, I don't even know if a surgery would be good for her, just for the fact of her having that autoimmune hepatitis, and then her liver could possibly get worse.
One of the things I can say about that is, I gotta get a new wire. One of the things I can say about that is, I can remember multiple friends and people, saying like that their family member had something like what you're saying about yours. That they had it and they couldn't, they whatever. And now, it's like now 10 years later, 20 years later, and it's like people actually can live with some crazy stuff. Sometimes.
I'm over here smoking a bowl. I don't mean to.
No, it's all good, man.
Interrupt, but just before.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Yeah, everyone in the chat or everyone listening, just smoke some weed, dude. All right.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I'm not going to do any edibles though. I had a freak out last week. It was insane.
Oh my God,
Dude.
I haven't even touched edibles in a long time, dude.
Oh man, you should have heard it, but it was crazy. Go back and watch. Monetize
I think I
this.
had it like maybe for Christmas like 2 years ago, and I just remember like I felt like the FBI was watching me.
Dude, I thought my throat was sealing up, and I felt like my whole mouth was sandpaper. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was having a meltdown.
Listen, I know you probably don't normally do this, but like, is it okay if I just stay on the show like just for a little bit, like just another 5 minutes maybe, just to vent?
Yeah,
let
man.
people know.
Yeah, just
like,
hang
the
out
best
for a
way
minute.
to do it?
Let me play you some donations and hang out for a minute, all right?
All right, go
I'll
ahead.
come back to you. I'll just mute you real quick. You stay
All right.
there. I'll come back to you in a second. But I'll take more calls too in a few. 339-226-6610.
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Go on to
That's it.
Patreon
Bubbly?
tonight for
Look at this
Corrupted,
stuff.
guys.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Let me guess. Brodie Lee died of some unknown cause, but they will label it as a COVID death anyway. Wow. Fuck Biden. If you ain't voting Trump, then you ain't black. Hashtag Biden isn't my president.
Wow, I love toes. No, they've already said it's non-COVID, though. So they shouldn't be marking it that way. I'm pretty sure his family would not be happy with that. So I don't think that that's happening. Because his family would be like, what are you doing? Let's let some donos play.
Super Chat Party.
We are up against it on the time.
I feel bad for Redbeard, he must be crying.
Yeah, Rowan is... Actually, I think that Bray Wyatt posted something that's pretty rough to read. If you don't want to tear up on yourself tonight, maybe don't read the thing that I guess Bray Wyatt posted. Man, my mic wire, I need a new wire. My XLR wire is jacked up. I mean, I got one over here I could plug in. I just don't want to do it. War Dog, thank you for the €2, man. What's up, War Dog? Let's see what else is going on. His wife said it wasn't COVID related. Yeah, the guy. Yeah, I don't think the guy knew that. His wife actually messaged out a statement. We've read it several times here on the show tonight. It's not COVID.
Super chat.
Some kind of lung thing.
First Brodie Lee on the ends in Pro Wrestling Ohio.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Pro Wrestling Ohio? Oh, I thought maybe you meant OVW. Thank you for the donation, man. It's crazy.
Super Chat Party.
Do you think WWE will do something to honor Brodie?
Yeah, but I could see them putting up the Luke Harper thing. Or John Huber or something like that. I mean, they should, but I mean, it doesn't even matter. They do it, they don't. At this point, to me, I can't believe the guy's dead. I don't care what, WWE does or doesn't do. I don't even care. I just think it sucks. I can't believe he's dead. Can't believe he's dead. Can't believe he's dead, and I feel terrible for his family. But yeah, WWE should 100% do, throw the red carpet out for the guy, but they should have done stuff with him when he was there. Oh, God, it's just another horrific story. He had a lung issue. Yeah, that's what the family said, too.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go.
Hopefully, we can find the clip of him saying this.
Here we go. Oh, no.
Bray Wyatt posted on I'm about to cry my eyes out, bro.
Yeah, good Lord. I don't even know if I want to look at that. People keep telling me to read the Bray Wyatt post. I'm going to freak out probably if I do. Apparently. Oh, boy. All right. Should I really read this? Oh, God. He even fucking wrote the...
Super Chat Party.
He said his one goal in life was to be as good a dad as his was, saved every piece of wrestling memorabilia from his career for his son too. So sad.
Yeah, Lax, man. Thank you, Lax, for that. Yeah, I saw that on the... we played a little clip of that earlier. That was rough to listen to. Because I'm trying to find it now because I was tagged in it.
This week, nothing. Usually it's sitting at home with my 4 chickens and 5 cats and 2 dogs.
2 dogs, and 5 cats with Skinny.
You got a name of it? Ham.
Hamsters.
Yep.
That's cat.
Yep.
God, his kid reminds me of Finn.
And tripod.
Good job.
Dogger.
What are the dog's names?
Shit bomb.
Oh, God.
Ballsy. You ugly piece of shit cunt bitch. You stole what you didn't deserve. Come Friday, it will be taken from you. And we will make your life a living hell. The Queen Babe Amanda is coming for you, Ballsy. You're dead.
Jesus Christ. In the middle of grieving over John Huber, Luke Harper, Dwelsh threatens the life of Bolsey. I mean, what the fuck? Good God. As we're listening to his kid, it's terrible. I mean, wow.
What else we got? Oh,
You hear that, Bolsey?
That's it. Want some bubbly?
Jesus.
Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. Next Friday you should start a little earlier and let's have a big party to kiss this fucking year goodbye. I believe Friday New Year Eve.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely... Alexa, sweet ass, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do for the end of 2020, but it's going to be some kind of party to get rid of this godforsaken year. But what if it doesn't stop, man? What if it keep going? What if it just 2021, it just keeps going? It just keeps being weird.
Here we go, I'm about to get
You
it,
know what I
man.
mean?
Here we go, about to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Oh,
We got phone calls, lots of phone calls coming in. I'm surprised donations
If
are
this
coming
year
in.
didn't teach us anything else, it should have taught that life is truly not promised and short, and we need to stop division and show peace.
Yeah, man. It's like the end of American History X. Ulysses, the U. Smith. Thanks for the donation, Ulysses. I can't even believe donations are coming in at this point. But it's like at the end of American History X when he's like, life is too short to hate. Or life is too short to hold these weird things. It's just like, there's no point because you don't know what the hell's going to happen tomorrow. Every time. It's crazy. I know this. When I lost my dad when I was 8. My father died in bed with me while I was 8. And that taught me right there. It's like, that's why I'm scared.
Shit, Bob.
I have anxiety every day about everything.
R.I.P. Brodie Liam still in shock. I saw the message from Ayu on Twitter and I didn't want to believe it. His podcast with Jericho really had me liking him as a person. May he rest in peace. And R.I.P. Larry Funk. Fuck 2020, can't believe this.
Wow. Nefesh. What's up, Nefesh? How are you? Thanks for being a $5 shit bum. Rest in peace, Larry Funk. And rest in peace to Brodie Lee. And if you listen to that podcast, if anybody can remember where he said that thing, that I swear he said something about it.
Here we go, I'm about to get
Please
it,
let me
man.
know.
Here we go, about to
I'm going to
get it,
listen
man.
to
Here we
it
go.
later.
Here we go. Oh, no.
Luke Harper was the best member of the Wyatt family. He will be missed.
You know, we really believed that this guy could put on a show in the ring. Like we said this, you can go back 4 or 5 years ago. You can go back to my show when we would talk about it. About how Luke Harper could be this massive top mid-card guy, star to start, and he could really just tear it up. You know what I mean? He could really tear it up. We really believe this.
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? 'Bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it. That's it. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it. That's it. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it. That's it. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
You sheep. Masks don't protect shit. People wear them and still get COVID. Masks just cover up the democratic lies. I promise you all. 2020 won't just convert to 2021 on January 1st.
That's a good point.
2020 will carry on.
There will be a new species on December 28th. What the fuck does that mean? I love toes. Oh my God, what does that mean? That is, I mean, you went full crazy at the end of that.
Roman Reigns,
Jesus.
you're my man. I wanna see you naked. Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. I don't care if your whole fist goes up my asshole. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
Hey JCS World, it's yours truly. First off, RIP to the wrestler. Let me tell you what good old Juice did for Christmas. I saw a sexy white gal at a bar and took her back to my place, but she didn't want to give up the goods, so I killed the hoe and chopped her nipples off.
Oh my God. Oh my God, OJ Simpson. OJ, you scumbag. Why do you keep doing this? Just because you keep getting away with it doesn't mean you can just keep doing it.
Super Chat Party.
Jesus.
R.I.P. Crying face. Heart.
Let's go back to the call. Thanks, Lena J. What up? Shout out to Canada. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. True patriot love and all thy sons command. Yo, Benjamin, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother?
You thought any thoughts coming to mind in the last few minutes of this horrible stuff? I mean, any other thoughts about what's up? And maybe the weed is kicking in for you, I guess.
Well, the weed's starting to kick in right now. But I could tell you, I'm a little like starstruck. Like, not even to blow smoke up your ass. It's just I've been a fan of your show for so long, and I've been wanting to get on here for a very long time, and it's kind of cool that I'm finally on here. So.
Yeah, it's too bad it's this way, but yeah, I mean, listen, man, you hit me up whenever. I'll try to get you on more.
No, absolutely, but yeah, like I wish it wasn't under this like circumstance. But listen, like usually when bad shit happens, it brings a lot of good people together, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there is a lot of people in here tonight. I mean, there's a lot of people that are just.
Yeah, I've been hearing some of the. Well, I don't know if like I could hear like the phone calls. Like, is it possible to hear phone calls if I'm on or not? Really?
No, there's something wrong with Skype, and I actually didn't even know if I was gonna have the donos on because I was doing I was gonna do the pre-show for Corrupted and everything, and then it became this. So. Because it's just crazy. But yeah, man, people want to go talk about this, or they want to say stuff about it, or they want to know about it. And I do too, man. So I don't know what to do but talk about it here. So it's just
well, I think what you're doing right now is pretty good. Like just keeping it like where, you have maybe 5 minutes with some person or another person on the phone, or at least like reading the comments like in the chat.
Yeah.
Making sure you're at least getting people's like point of view out there.
Well, the real YT's oxycodone is kicking in on him now, so that's good for him. So I mean, there's a lot of people are kicking in. Oh, speaking of kicking in, Skype just freaked out. Wow. I can't even believe it. Just a wild and weird year. I mean, I don't even... Dude, I'm so pissed off for his family, and I'm so pissed off for us for not, we were so excited about this, you know what I mean? I couldn't wait to see what else he did. So funny on BTE. So funny on BTE. So great on TV. So much potential gone. Meanwhile, the people that run around still, out there that are just crazy and like this, what in the world? that TNT championship stuff was really, I thought, great. At the beginning, it certainly was. And I wonder if he knew that, you know, I wonder if they knew he was going away for a while because he had to get something worked on or figured out with his lung. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure. This is literally what 2020 is doing to all of us right now. Or has been doing all year to us.
We lost another great one, never to see his true potential.
Yeah.
Sad when you have such talent and never get used the correct way, was rough to see. His spirit will live on. Much love to my brother Joe.
Yo, TonyFromReveah. What's up, Tony? Thank you, Tony. Yeah, it feels like that's 2020 right there, just bashing us all in the privates. Absolutely.
Super chat. Super chat.
Kobe January 26th, Lee December 26th, both 41 years old.
That's weird. And the natural 2379, that is kind of bizarre. They might have known, but they kept it private. Yeah, they did keep it private.
Oh,
they
a
know.
little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
Yeah, they know. We don't
bubbly?
know, though.
Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. Wrestling fans will kill each other on the daily over the stupidest shit imaginable, but we still come together when it counts. Hope everyone's okay tonight. Check on your friends, check on your families, you just never know.
Oh, yeah. I haven't talked to... Oh, I did talk to Jake, yeah. In fact, Jake said, oh my God, Brodie Lee died, and I didn't even see it. Oh, yeah, man.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go.
I'm sure Jake is going to want to talk about this soon. Oh, no. I mean, I just can't believe it, bro.
Kinda like a 10-bell roll. Someone needs to throw papers 10 times in honor of Mr. Brodie Lee.
Mr. Brodie Lee, Luke Harper, John Huber. Well, I mean, in my eyes, from what I've seen, this guy's a amazing dad and just a great wrestling talent. Brother Keith TV, thank you. ItsBulzie, the king of the wheel, is in the chat. What's up, Bulzie? We have to do Corrupted tonight, so we will be doing Corrupted tonight. We probably won't talk a ton about this because, you know, we want to, you know, do the comedy, do the fun, and do the new, you know, stuff. You know, a little bit. I'm sure we'll touch on it a little bit, but
here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh.
Bulzie screwed Larry Funk last night. Dead Larry Funk.
Judim 41 inches average body / health, and these big, strong, healthy looking peeps are dying. WTF. It's kinda scaring me, lol. I just recovered from COVID too.
Oh, Cheek Clappa 69. I'm glad you're okay. Yeah, we've known a good amount of people now with about 25 people or so with COVID. I personally know 25 people that had COVID. Except for Larry Funk is the only one that I know that didn't make it. You know, with the liver transplant beforehand, you know, made him susceptible, I guess.
Super Chat Party.
No way. WTF. How? Sorry, just started watching.
What's up, Randy Viper? Brodie had some kind of lung issue. We don't exactly know exactly what was going down. WWE deleted AEW's comment. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, All Elite Wrestling wrote underneath WWE's comment saying we will miss you, and WWE deleted their comment. Wow. If that's true, I assume that that's true. That's crazy. I think I got Skype working. Hold on a second.
Joe, please share the moment of silence poster just uploaded for Brodie Lee, aka Luke Harper.
Thank
Rest
you.
in peace.
Botch Club. We'll try to do that for you, Botch Club. Yo, 818, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, Joe? Just pretty devastated from what's going on right now.
Yeah, man. This is
Reminds me-
crazy.
Sorry for cutting up, but I remember a couple years ago, I also called in when China passed away. You guys were doing a little coverage here, and just really devastated to hear what happened. Loving father, great guy.
I can't.
Just
Yeah, I
know
mean,
that I'm sorry again, no one ever said anything bad about him. It's pretty unhateable guy.
that's the thing.
This
Is
is really-
you can't find anybody that said anything like this guy was just loved. It looks like by everybody.
Yeah, it's just really heartbreaking. It's pretty jacked up.
On a selfish note, we lost somebody who was probably going to be pretty damn entertaining to watch us in the wrestling world. That's another thing. I mean, besides obviously his family is the worst thing that he got to deal with that. But we were really looking forward to seeing him do stuff. And he got over there to AEW, and this is crazy. I thought maybe when my wife told me, I was like, maybe this is a car accident. Something like that. Oh my God, was he in a car accident or did something happen? And then to be like a lung issue, you're like, oh my God, how long did he know this? What was it exactly? Is it an injury that happened in the ring? Why did this go on? And I swear on Jericho's podcast, he had said something about it. But I
remember hearing something about it as well. I just do not recall well.
Nobody does, though. That's the thing. We all keep saying, we heard something, we thought, but nobody can remember. So, I'm going to have to go listen to that podcast, man. Thanks for the call, dude. I appreciate it.
Just stay positive. Everyone else listening, we love you all. Let's get through this year, and hopefully 2021 treats as well.
Man, I want to take my... Oh, God, I don't know. I want to just... I don't know. It's terrible. One of the causes was he was wrestling for so long and he got a partner in AEW. I don't know what that means. I don't know. He got over with me in the ring. When I saw him wrestling early on against the Usos and stuff like that, that was when it was like, man, this guy could be, I just felt like if you put Luke Harper in a match with AJ Styles or, Luke Harper and Shawn Michaels, Shawn Michaels back in his prime against Luke Harper in a ladder match for an IC title, I feel like something like that would have been just gold. He would have been gold in that type of situation. And I think that's the type of stuff that we saw that made you like, oh man, yeah. And then you didn't even know he could be as funny as he is and as he was, because he showed that on BTE and other places. So you could see that how exciting he could be and how funny he could be. And also just you knew how scary he could be. He could play this character, this very psychotic almost looking, wild-eyed, crazy character. You felt he could do that. And you saw it. So, good God, get rid of this year, though. Jesus. Get us out of this year. But again, the person donating earlier that was laughing about that, he's right. I mean, the clock isn't going to just tick over and then all of a sudden that's it. It's all going to be good now. That's not just going to happen. We could be in a shit stick for another 2 years. 203, hello. Hey, 203,
Hello?
What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Joe? It's Zach McNulty. How's it going?
Shit. What's up, Zach?
Hey, no, this news hit me a little hard. So I don't know if you guys know or not. My dad passed back in April. So I've been dealing with a lot the past 8 months, and Brodie was one of his favorites. He liked Bray, he liked Brodie. So it's just it's a sad moment for all of us for sure.
Yeah, man, that's terrible. I know that like when Killer Kowalski died, I felt that way because my dad liked him. So
right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna feel the same way when Bob Backlund passes away because that was his favorite from back in the day.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
that's crazy. That's a guy. It's like Bob Backlund's alive, but Luke Harper's dead. Like what? What the fuck? Like what is going on?
Yeah, the world doesn't make sense. Luke Harper and Shad Gaspard this year.
Yeah, it's really I mean, Shad, was rough. We weren't paying attention to him too much, and so that wasn't, obviously watching Brodie currently. But the thing about Shad that was terrible was just the kids, and seemed like a great dad. That's the thing that fucks me up is the parents and the dad, and that's the worst. Yeah, I'm sorry about your dad. I didn't know about that either.
No, thanks, Joe. You guys keep me occupied with your shows and stuff, so I'll appreciate you for that, and I'll support you through Patreon as long as I can. So thank you guys for that. And I just wanted to say before I go, just everybody, just stay safe out there, and just call your loved ones, check on them, make sure everybody's all right, because you never know what happens. So thanks, Joe, and I'll talk to you, man. Take it easy.
All right, man. You take it easy, man.
Right.
Thanks for the call.
All right. Take care.
Brother, listen. You gotta call your family. Like if you don't talk to people, you gotta do it. Or you'll be like, why didn't I do that? Like why didn't I fix that or do this? Why what the hell? There's the font I wanted. 339-226-6610. That's right. Hung up on a lot of people by accident, but 518 got through. Hey, 518.
Yo. First of all, man, this is a huge, huge blow to me. I was actually a big fan of him when he was in WWE, the Wyatt family. All right, so
yeah, man.
First of all, his family, man. Wow. I mean, his wife. I'm saying all my condolences out to her. I mean, everybody has to be, devastated. Everybody that was friends with him, everybody that wrestled with him, and the person that really is devastated really is Bray, really, because Bray really had the most chemistry with him. That was his best friend, really. And when we lose somebody like this in WWE, no matter what, when he was in AEW, I mean, we have to really take our time and just really say how did he make a big impact. He was in WWE for a short time and AEW, but he really made a big impact.
When you think about it, if you think about it, he's actually in WWE for so long. When you think about like 7 years, when you think about it.
Oh
I mean, that's long.
Yes.
I mean, you can't even remember, but it's like it really was. Like it's crazy. Let me see. Shit. Should be back here. My bad, guys. I don't know what might happen. I don't know if it's another hack or I don't even know, man. It could be a DDoS, could be a hack, could be my computer just shitting itself. Not really sure. Happens to me a lot though. Hopefully we're back on here. Let's see here. This is a brand new computer, man. I bought this like 6-7 months ago now, right? What? 5 months ago? No idea what's going on. $1,000 computer. This always happens, so I'm not sure, but there are, I have had hacks and threats and people want to kill me and all kinds of things. So I'm not sure if that's it or, I'm not sure. Refresh. Just everybody say refresh in the chat. We're back. Refresh. We're back. That type of thing. Sorry about that, man. I mean, yeah, we had a, crazy, crazy stuff. My phone's broken, so that's another issue that I've been having. We got Corrupted Podcast coming up, though, so we are going to wrap it up in a minute here, but I am going to just go over some of the last comments by you guys and just some of the other things real quick. And then we'll be, we might do a quick little pre-show for Corrupted, a little quick one, 15, 20 minutes or less. and then get ready for Corrupted podcast on Patreon, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. But yeah, the still pretty still just I you know, I'll wake up tomorrow and not even realize this. I'll be like, oh yeah, it's not going to seem right. It just doesn't seem right, dude. This is the Owen Hart of, yeah, Eddie Guerrero, Owen Hart, you know, you name the Benoit, you know, like, it's just a shocking thing when someone you watch so much and you care about, like, as a wrestler, an entertainer, you know, a band, you know, somebody in a band passes away, you know, it's somebody that you invest time into or you like as an artist. That's what it is. You know, an athlete you care about watching, all that shit. It matters to you because you care about watching them, or, you know, you're entertained by them. You know, you want their family to be happy. You want their life to be good because you're enjoying what they do. That's part of the reason. It's part of the big reason. People go like, oh, I don't understand why I don't understand it. But yeah, just refresh, guys. You know? Just terrible. Ugh. Yeah, Frost, I have been looking at it. I don't understand. I have no idea. I don't know what the figure. I mean, I don't know. It is, man. It's a horrible time. When Ozzy dies, metal dies. Did you know that Ozzy actually is doing a show on like a channel with like Jack and them? I don't know if it's an old show, but like they basically like do this weird sort of, hey, Dad, did you know this, or trivia or something like that? Have you guys seen that? I saw that the other day and I was like, what the hell? On Christmas Eve, Lemmy died. Was that last year that Lemmy died? And really? I don't even fucking remember when it was. I remember him dying and that was terrible. Yeah, that was terrible. A big guy for, same thing with when Peter Steele died for me. Type O Negative, George Carlin, you know, people like that. That was the shocking stuff for me, man. You know?
You want to see my dick? I'll take my dick out right now. I'm Sean's View Entertainment, and you want to see my dick?
Oh, God, no.
Do you want to see my dick?
Oh, my God, no.
I will show you my penis.
Jesus.
I'm Sean's View. Don't screw with me, or else I'll show you my pee-pee. Do you want to see?
Yeah, so he had a lung issue, a lung complication. It's not COVID, though. It's not COVID.
Dwelsh is the only piece of shit in this community that would donate on a stream like this to make something about himself. For God's sake, a man just died in this wrestling community. Number one gives a shit about your potato head ass and that crooked-eyed Jew bitch.
Oh my God, dude, at least... Oh my God, that's the first time I've laughed in like 2 hours, I feel like. Thank you for making me laugh. Pussy Lips McGee.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
I'm glad he was able to get a run he deserved. He'll always remember that TNT title run. And his hilarious BTE moments. Goodbye, Larry.
Goodbye, Larry, and goodbye, John Huber, Brodie Lee. Goodbye, man. 2 people added to a list of other people that in 2020 we really liked, man, as entertainers and people that, whatever. We didn't know them maybe, but we knew them. Steven Gibson, thank you, bro. I don't know, man. If there's like a, I don't know. Maybe he's well off or something. But if it was an indie, you know, I don't know.
Super chat.
I just can't believe it. The phone lines are down right now.
Never has WWE versus AU been so irrelevant.
Yeah, Alex right now, yeah, nobody cares about that now, yeah. They're just like, what? Are you serious? Like, Brodie Lee, are we really? You know, I know that people, like, it's driving people nuts. They want to know what it is. Like, people are like, what happened? Why? What lung issue is this? Where did this come from? You know, I'm really gonna, dude, I look forward to his stupid tweet every week. Well, it's Monday. You know what that means. It's Monday. You know what that means. It's Monday. You know what that means. Like, that shit, I read that all the time and cracked up. Like, for no reason. I'd be scrolling through things, and there it is again.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
It's Monday.
Bubbly.
You know what that means.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
I actually like that shit.
Teresa, person I follow on Twitter that does video packages, and she's just posted a wonderful Brodie Lee tribute.
Wow.
Twitter handle is at Taylor1114 if anyone would like to check it out.
I'll probably go tweet it, yeah. Taylor1114. Taylor with 2 R's, 1114. What is it? Some kind of sexy girl you follow? Is that what's going on, Spaz Phoenix? You sick person.
What else we got?
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
JD from NY blocked me for saying Cena and Reigns are terrible wrestlers, especially Cena. So much for freedom of speech. I miss guys like Bruce Blitz because he was the voice of the voiceless. Just came across your channel, hopefully you're different.
Mo Camera, what's up, Mo? Well, I mean, me and JD used to work together, so doing the shows together. But no, yeah, that's weird that he blocks you for that stuff. I know what I mean. I block people that are scumbags, but I don't. Are you sure that's all you said? But yeah, I mean, he's known for blocking people for nothing. You know, just disagreeing with him, he'll block you. So I do know what you're talking about, dude. He used to when he was on my channel and we used to do shows together. Sometimes he would just ban people.
Here we go, about to get it, man.
I don't know, man.
Here we go.
Not really sure.
Oh no!
Don't worry, King guys. It's a great time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the king of Monetize This is here. It's ItsBulzie. What's up, Bulzie? He robbed Larry Funk of his award last night. He played the Grinch, the biggest heel move I've ever seen. If Larry Funk was alive, he would say, "God damn you bastard, fucking asshole, bastard, piece of shit." Like, he would just flip out on Bulzie if Larry Funk was here. Larry Funk, man. Got robbed by ItsBulzie. ItsBulzie. But yeah, it looks like WWE did delete AEW's comment on their video. That's weird, I guess. Unblocked. Somebody sent me something Sean Saphead tweeted. I can't see it because he blocked me because he's afraid of me. He's afraid I'll see his tweets, so he blocked me. So I really can't see what that is.
I have the card from when I wrestled Undertaker. I have posters. I have all the posters we've been on. I have all my figures. And I have them not for me, but someday I maybe want to hand them to my son and say, hey, here. And if he wants it or not, but I've been given the opportunity to give that to him. And he's one of the biggest fans in the world. So for him to be able to see what I've done and the person that it's made me, I can't really describe it. It's I guess if I had a goal in life, it was to be as good a dad as my dad, and I think I'm on my way. And
yeah, that's a rough one to listen to. You know, that's a rough one to listen to. So no new news on exactly what's up. I don't know when we're going to ever find out here what exactly this was, but it sounds like the family knew for a little while here, or a while. It sounds like AEW knew for a while. It sounds like it was, pretty well known. Something was up. But there's no, other than lung issue, they're not saying what exactly it was. Just, lung issue. That's it. So, not COVID, not something else, something he was dealing with before. But that's all they've said. That's all they are saying. And it's just a sad thing, man. Eat your vegetables and fruits and exercise. It's a wake-up call. I mean, Mo Camera, yeah, that's true. But, this guy was in great shape, I would think.
Super Chat Party.
Check Bray's Insta.
Yeah, I did. I read it, and it was rough. Like, it's rough to read Bray's thing. Because, Bray, Dante Sinatra. What's up, Dante? Thank you, Dante. He brought up, like, it's Saturday. You know what that means. Oh, God, it's rough. I read Bray Wyatt's thing. Good Lord. I read it. I don't know, man. I feel like they would have said that if it was some kind of cancer. But listen, guys. Dante, thank you, man. And listen, everybody else, thank you. I'm going to get out of here and get ready for Corrupted Podcast. It's coming up. We had to do this, obviously. There was a bunch of other things I was working on and doing, but I had to come. We had to talk about this. So I think we talked it as much as we could. And it's shocking.
Hell yeah! Joe, did you hear Rybotch tweeted that Vince isn't well from people he knows still? Not sure. I believe Rybotch always looking for a way to stay relevant.
Yeah, it's hard to say if that's true or not because Ryback is such a sick weirdo. Fade to Black, thank you. Like, Ryback is a sick person, I mean, I don't know. He could be lying. He could be true. I don't know. He's a weirdo, that Ryback, man. He's a very strange guy. Yeah, man, my wife told me. I didn't even know. What up, Mo Camera? Harper was the best clothesline. Yeah, bro, that clothesline, dude, that lariat was Bradshaw-like. Big time lariat coming in. Crazy. But yeah, man, I love all you guys, and I love all the girls and guys, and you guys as families, and everybody, Christmas, or whether you didn't celebrate, whatever you celebrated, I hope everybody had a good Christmas. It's been a rough year for everybody. Everybody's doing, dude, single parents right now, I can't even imagine you guys. Single parents, I'm lucky enough that this is now what I do, and I stay at, and I work from home doing this, man, that I get to see my family every day almost, that I get to do things from here in this. Because I remember when I used to have to go to work and come home and barely saw anybody and they were all asleep and I missed everything. So, but I can imagine like the COVID, the remote at home, like, dude, a mother right now, a single mother with 3 kids and like 3 laptops and kids hooked up to school times and, or whatever, or you're working a job, like that kind of shit is crazy right now. The stress of people right now is whacked. No matter what you believe or don't believe, like right now you can't argue how bad the stress is for everybody. And the payments and what you owe and what are we going to owe and are we going to be able to work and is work going away, changing? There's more steps at work. There's more steps in the, whatever you're doing, And if you have a health issue, if this was something that he was working with for a while, a health issue during COVID, that makes it all kinds of anxiety and stress that you got to go through the hospital and you're seeing all the COVID stuff going on and all the other things and you're trying to get your like insulin or your meetings for whatever, like Arknolia Strokelbean. I think about him, man, going to his dialysis all the time, whatever he does. People have it so hard that we don't even know. You don't even know your neighbor or your friend or somebody. Well, your friend you probably know, but your neighbor or somebody else, you don't know. Like crazy. Definitely hydrate, Wandy. We definitely got to be drinking a lot of water. Stock up on water too. I say stock up on water and buy filters, buy water filters, buy the survival filters in case like you need to get rainwater or rainwater or lake water or something like that. I don't know. You never know, bro. All we need now is an electromagnetic storm to kick off the sun. That's all we need now is for the grid to go down. That's all we need is the fucking grid to go down for like 6 months to 8 months. Take the grid down and it's like, Jesus. Imagine that. Oh my God, if that happened. Drink a gallon of water a day. What's up, Daryl Stoltz? Jesus, VX, are you serious? I drink 2 gallons of beer a week. No doubt. Yeah, there you go. I can't tell if you're a Lightning fan or a Maple Leafs fan. Amanda, I hope your brother's okay, Amanda. Hopefully he'll just kick COVID's ass and he'll have the antibodies a little bit. That's what you look for there. It was from Byron. It was from WWE 24/7, I think, with Brodie, with Luke Harper. Look that up. I think you'll find it. Carlos Fuentes, AEW de Corazon. Rocky Johnson died, The Rock's father. That's true. That's another one, yeah. I mean, he was older at least, but that was still like, wow, man, Rocky Johnson, shit. Hopefully your brother's okay, Amanda. I'm sure, 99% he kicks its ass. WWE put out a playlist of Luke Harper. Okay, that's cool. Gamar's from India. What's up? Shout out to India. We have a lot of people from India. Except for I pissed people off from India in my video on Corrupted a couple of years ago. Remember that? God, the new AEW trivia is going to be rough. Oh yeah, that's going to be, oh boy. That is going to be rough. This is crazy. Scam tunes. Damn, you got a big one. That's crazy. Jesus. That's wild. We're going to be, we'll talk about it on Corrupted tonight. I don't want to talk about it now. Oh yeah. That's crazy. Some people some people might see a different thing on their screen versus that. But everybody listen, I'll catch you guys tonight for Corrupted Podcast over on Patreon. That's about all I can talk about this, man. We've talked about it for a while. I tried to be there to get it out there and talk about this stuff. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks to everybody who might have subscribed. Unfortunately, it was during this type of thing. But Gabriel Torres, I've been live. I don't know. Somebody tell Gabriel Torres I've been live this whole time. That's funny. He's still sitting there with the refresh on. But come on tonight and check out Corrupted Podcast. We will be live on my Patreon. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Come on over. Love to have you there with us tonight. Support the show if you can. And we will see you there. And we'll be live in about 40 minutes. Corrupted Questions is going up now on Patreon. We just hit 303 patrons again. We're back to 303 patrons. So shout out to everybody that became a patron again the last couple days. Shout out to the $25 a month producers and the people helping to make the show what it is. I do, like 30 hours of content a week. So shout out to Ray Rods, who became a $5 patron. Too Sweet back in the $5 spot. Thank you both for jumping back on Patreon. Shell is a producer again. Thank you to Shell. Thank you to JuneBug, $30, and he's a producer again. Thank you to JuneBug. And tonight you can hear Corrupted Podcast with me, Drew, and Jesse, and more tonight for just $1 on Patreon. And I will see you guys there for that. I'm in shock. I know you are, and this is sad as hell. I love this man as a wrestler. Seemed like an amazing father, husband, great person. Loved listening to him on Jericho's podcast and other podcasts recently. Sad that we never had him here. You know, I never got to speak to him. Crazy news, you know, that this has happened, and it's just shocking. You know, we've been covering him a long time. Got to meet him. Great guy. And I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about it tonight, but we'll probably try to just go into other stuff because we've just had enough misery, man. The day after Christmas, we want to get into something else, but I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about it if anything comes up. But we're also going to talk about, you know, the idea that space aliens may be impregnating Drew. You know, to be honest. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Miami beat Las Vegas today. Talk about that. For all you Miami Dolphins fans. And Tampa Bay just beat up Detroit like the world has. I'm still rooting for Brady, man. I'm going to go for Brady. I'll cheer for him, man. Thanks for 6 rings. I'm going to cheer for another one for him. Imagine that. I don't think they'll get that, but, you know, make the playoffs. That'd be nice for him. Go for it. There's a lot of stuff to kind of talk about tonight, but yeah, right now it's hard to think about anything than this. No, crazy, just shocking it is that this guy that was great wrestler, great talker, great presence, great look, crazy-eyed look. Man, I loved that look. He just looked so like but then he could put on a suit and make fun of McMahon, and it was funny. And then he could do BTE and be absolutely hilarious. It's terrible, man. Rest in peace to Luke Harper, Brodie Lee, John Huber. And I'm so, so sorry for his family, man, to his family and him and everybody. I really hope that we turn into light and that we reincarnate and we live on, you know, we sort of do that with our lives and we know about it. That'd be really cool. I hope that there's a reason for it all. And it makes sense somewhere, because I don't know. All right, I'll see you guys live on Corrupted Podcast in a little while. We'll see you then. Rest in peace to Brodie Lee, Larry Funk. Terrible year. Just a fucking terrible year, bro. I don't know. It's... Oh, God, man. I don't know what to tell you. What the fuck is this music, man? Every one of these songs sounds like a troll job. What is this? What are we going to a rave? What? This is no music to play here. This is better. Okay, I'll take this. All right, I'll see you guys tonight. The Corrupted questions will be up in a little while.